Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here at XRP, going to double check a few key factors. I was asked to re-review this here, see if it might be worth a long or a short, and just generally what the consensus is here. I mean, from the outside looking in, we're below this key resistance at about 62 cents. That's a volume profile resistance, basically just average true range. It's one of those places that you want to be careful trading into because there's a lot of the mentality has shifted from bullish to bearish in that regard. And we'll talk more about that, of course, and looking at a few other key factors. So just quickly to note, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Do me a quick favor, if you could, hit the like button down below, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, help us grow the channel. If you want something more for yourself, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. You can become a better trader with our trading academy, community, and signals group. We took some monster profits over the weekend. At least to me, these are monster. I love it. 2 days, 37% from AVAX. That's a long. Filecoin short, 59% in 3 days. AVAX long, 8 days at 107. And then, of course, we got to AVAX 20%. Oh, no, sorry. SEI 92% in 8 days. So SEI, AVAX to the upside and Filecoin to the downside. Some really cool trades there. But you'll notice we're not trading XRP there. We are trading XRP on our day trades. That's more of a scalping scenario here for us. I've got a day trading bot that I've created. So if you're curious about that, that's our plus group. But generally speaking here, we've got day trades and swing trades, but I more so gravitate towards swing trading. That's just me personally. So let's see if there's anything worth here. So what I wanted to talk about here with liquidation is just the fact that we had a pretty heavy amount of liquidation at 71 cents. In other words, the price continues higher. We'll see that level get swept pretty hard. Is that going to come up and just jump up 20, 25% to get to that level? Probably not. But once again, we'll see. And that's actually probably more like 15%, but it's still a substantial amount, right? So let's take a look at the charts and see if that is something that could be hit here. In fact, why don't we do this here as well? Let's quickly look at the 1 month and see if there's any more liquidation down below the price action, which there is. Okay, so let's just discuss this quickly. 56 cents is the next key level of not support, but generally speaking, liquidation accumulates at support ranges. So we can see 56 cents as that next level of potential liquidation. So that's more likely, honestly, to be hit than anything above the price action right now, just based on the simple fact that it's so heavy of a concentration. That's just generally how the market works, okay? So we got that little premise there, that little thing kind of going on the back end. Looking at the daily time frame, let's quickly note a few things first and work our way down. So moving averages, we're now below the 20. We're seeing this with a lot of coins right now. Basically just telling us that just arbitrarily jumping into a long position isn't necessarily a good idea anymore, okay? We want to recognize too, and if we zoom out, we can see this even stronger, 62 cents. Even when we zoom out or zoom in is a pretty strong amount of volume, okay? Now, obviously, we zoom out even further, it might change a little bit, but generally speaking, in the last couple of months, still reaffirming itself as a second strongest amount of support. We know that this 50-cent range is very strong, okay? But just because we have a strong support at 50 cents doesn't mean that couldn't be retested. That just implies that if it is, we should see a bounce. Okay? But again, roll with me here. You can see this here. This is 56 cents, 56.3. That's a heavy concentration liquidation on the chart. 56.3 is this guy right about here. Okay? So that's a decent amount of movement, if you will. As far as the correction is concerned, that's another, what is it? Let's get this up here correct. We're looking at about 5% drop, okay? So a lot can happen between now and then. Is that going to guarantee that we're going to hit that level? No, but that's, again, heavy concentration. Okay, now we kind of preface there. You kind of understand that we have a strong amount of resistance just above us and a solid amount of liquidation below us. We can see the MACDs diverging here. We've been doing so for 3 days. So funny thing is we've been diverging for 3 days and the price has been almost sideways underneath that resistance. Generally a sign of weakness. Same here as well. Losing 50 on the RSI, not a good sign. Under 50 for the MFI and stochastic. Trying to swing up, but I do not trust that. That doesn't make any sense. It's only doing that because we've been plateaued for a few days here. 4-hour time frame, we can see MACD is diverging here. It's almost officially diverging. I mean, it kind of is. Oscillator's kind of testing the waters. We're retesting this level here too. So if we get this little descending trend, you can pretty much see the price action. We just include the candle wicks. We could even move this tighter and say candlesticks, right? I mean, look at that. I prefer candle wicks in this situation. It's kind of a dealer's choice, honestly. But it just gives us better perspective on roughly what the trend is like. Okay? The trend is descending. Okay, we've been lowering and lower hiring for a while. That's a dumb way to say it, but that's generally what it looks like, right? If we take a look at the other information here, we can see, of course, we're under 50 on the RSI. We've been so for a while. We're also at 30 on the money flow index. Now, oftentimes you can see a pivot or a bounce from here, so there's no doubt that we could very well see the price, double bottom and take off from here. But we're still confirming bearish in most circumstances. The only thing holding the price action in place is this 200-day SMA. That's averaging itself out with this current support level at 59, basically to say round number 60 cents. So how many times have we retested this level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. I don't know about you, but if you keep poking and prodding somebody for 15 times in a row, you're probably going to piss them off. Okay, this support level is very upset. Probably could break. It's not a guarantee, of course, and it's a stupid analogy. I'm full of those, but you get the gist here. We're retesting this level so many times with lower lows, lower highs leading into it, descending trend below almost every single moving average on the 4-hour. There's very little reason why this coin is primed and ready to take off. It just makes sense. It's going to continue lower. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Let's see here. Take a look at the Ichimoku cloud. See what's going on. First of all, we quickly note here, lagging span is free and clear of the price action. Conversion lines below the baseline. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours underneath the cloud. Strong likelihood the price is going to continue lower. We got a pretty solid rejection off the upper lead, and we've got this volume profile just above us. That strong common denominator at 62 cents. There is zero reason to consider a long position with this coin. Okay? Unless we can soundly close above 62 cents for at least 5 to 10 hours, and maybe just Bitcoin pulls its head successfully from its ass. I've said that a lot today. Hard to say quickly. At what, 60? We're looking for 67.6 or higher today for the candlestick closure. And if that happens, maybe we'll have a chance to recover. But this coin's looking very, very bearish. We take a look at TD sequential. We are nearing the bottom of this downtrend. So while the price shouldn't drop now, it should drop soon. Okay? That's the general idea. So a lot of folks are just kind of being patient, waiting for my second entry target to get in. I generally like to have 3 entry targets and 5 profit targets. If you're not setting more than 1 entry or profit target, you're probably not trading correctly. And this is just my speculation too, because just because it works well for me doesn't mean it works well for you. Read my signals guide so you understand the concept of how I apply this, but you also want to take your own strategy into consideration. We have a lot of folks that join our trading community and think that you can just blindly follow the signals. Truth is you can, but you can find much more success using your own TA in combination with it, right? The whole point of this is for you to understand how to do this yourself, right? Am I mistaken? Are you the kind of person that likes to get fish handed to you every day, or do you prefer to go ahead and fish for your own, right? Again, another terrible analogy. That's a very dated analogy, but it's simple and easy to understand. Do your own research and make sure that if you take a trade, you feel confident in yourself, and you can't blame others for your lack of success. Okay. But I can tell you, you'll find more success if you decide to take our trades. These are profits from last month. Most of those are longs. You can actually see the narrative shifting now. I think we're about 50-50 on longs versus short profit, while we do have a lot more profit on the upside, because most coins like AVAX, Solana, SCI, for example, we're taking monster profits with those to the upside. You have a tighter margins to the downside because there's more margin for error. Okay, so please recognize that. But no matter how you look at it here, there's very few reasons to consider a long position. We'd only confirm bullish if we break above this descending trend. We close at 62 cents or higher, which I think is a likely, distinct, unlikely probability. Is that a double negative? I don't know. It's no matter how you look at it, rewind if you're not sure what I'm talking about. I hope you learned something here today. Make sure you trade XRP on the best exchange in the world. At Bitunix, we use them as a community, mainly because there's no KYC or VPN requirements. So if you're tired of that whole rigmarole, jump into here. I can tell you they're a phenomenal exchange. Thank you so much, Bitunix, for an awesome opportunity for our members, and thank you too for being an awesome part of my life. I greatly appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button before you go, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.